Okay, let's begin to, now that we've looked at some core assessment tools and resources to help you begin to collaborate with clients on their symptoms, strengths, and then also looking at goal development, treatment planning, let's really begin to conceptualize depression. And we really need to focus on depression maintenance because this is one of the things that we need to be able to really provide some strong education to our clients in. One of the, I think, challenges that we have as clinicians is we often do the assessment, do the intake, gather information, create treatment goals, and then we just go into helping the client with the modalities without any psychoeducation. And I think we do our clients a great disservice by not getting a sense of their understanding of depression, getting a sense of how they believe depression is maintained. If they don't have an understanding of that, there's a lot of different ways in which we can provide education. And this is one of the tools that I've often used and a lot of clinicians use in introducing the depression spiral. So, one of the things that we know is that when people get depressed, as you saw in our Black Dog video, they may increasingly disengage from routines and from their environment. What we also find is over time that the avoidance actually makes the depression worse. The individual loses opportunities to be connected to other people, to be supported, to be distracted from their depression and from their difficult feelings. And they lack the ability to earn and learn mastery. And mastery is the capability that we have as human beings to achieve things, to be close to people, and to enjoy things in life. And we're going to come back to those 3 points: achievement, closeness, and enjoyment. When people are depressed, what they are not able to do is gain mastery, gain self-confidence, gain self-efficacy in any of those 3 areas and everything that is involved and in the columns of those 3 areas: achievement, closeness, and enjoyment. So you see here with this depression spiral, we start with negative experiences, and this is going to be different for different clients, but whatever negative experiences you can talk with them about that are common and relevant in their life. We know that negative experiences produce negative thoughts and feelings. So this is coming from this CBT perspective of our core beliefs, especially our early life experiences create automatic thoughts, complex core beliefs, feelings and emotions, physiological symptoms, and then of course behaviors. What we also find is happens next in this depression spiral is if somebody has negative experiences and if they have negative thoughts and feelings, they're more likely to have negative experiences, which is just reinforced by their negative processing. See, I knew that I wouldn't be able to get up and motivate myself to go to the family gathering. I'm just such a loser. I'm just so worthless. And if somebody feels like a loser and feels worthless, they're probably going to be more likely to continue to stay home. So that's where we begin to see this spiral just continues. The next thing that we see is that the person begins to set less goals, less activity, and they begin to develop a negative expectancy of themselves, of life, and they begin to predict the future in ways that are increasingly negative. They then have more negative experiences, and then we also see that they can be more negatively impacted by increasingly strong thoughts, increasingly strong core beliefs, feelings, and of course, behaviors. How many of you are familiar with the depression spiral and share this with your clients and use this as a point of psychoeducation? I see some thumbs up. Great. How many of you in the audience could do a better job providing your clients with psychoeducation on depression and really need to kind of strengthen your competency and delivery of psychoeducation before you get into the actual treatment? I know that was one of my faults years ago. One of my supervisors was shadowing me, And that was one of her critiques to me was, you do wonderfully engaging with clients and gathering information, and you present the treatment very nicely, but you don't really spend time being a teacher with your clients and helping them feel like they have some clarity and understanding the pattern of their particular diagnosis. And I was like, you're right. No wonder they're not understanding the treatment, or they're not doing their homework, or they're saying it's not helping. No wonder. Maybe I missed that important, crucial step. So just look at your own kind of clinical pattern of how you typically go through your process with clients, and think about how maybe you could increase your ability to provide more psychoeducation to clients. Always room to grow, right, Audrey? Absolutely. Yes. So this is Sandra, this is the depression spiral. The depression spiral. And if you just Google that, depression spiral, there's so much great information. This is just an image that I pulled, and of course the little narrative that kind of explains the image that you see on the slide. But yes, if you just Google depression spiral, there'll be lots of different resources that you can get some great information on. Okay, so let me ask you all some key questions. Oh, yeah. Becky, sometimes we can overeducate. So you want to find this sweet spot of providing enough information at the client's level in creative ways that conveys information clearly. You may need to use an analogy, but sometimes we can overeducate. And so we definitely want to find this kind of sweet spot of just enough information and education.